Hey guys, this is the Vitebsk type of late summer, November 15th, and of course it's a bit chilly. This morning they had the first snow, which kind of stayed for a few hours. It may snow for real, maybe in a few weeks. We will keep you updated on that. But today we're just talking about the apartment acceptance, a little wrinkle that came up as a lesson to me. And today we're going to talk about the preparations for the rent. Thank you for staying with the channel. As is normally the case, the deals are broken into direct deals, which get the property vacated already, and people are waiting for their cash to get their upgrade option, or just the cash and get away. And the delayed options where tenants, landlords, ex-owners need some time to collect their stuff and actually throw their things into the new place of their dream. And the option we nearly bought actually failed to get a replacement, so it's important to do the deposit deal, which I told about in the previous videos. And for this reason we went for plan B, which is this place. I'm gonna roll a few videos in a second. As is normally the case, and you may correct me if my logic is not serving me well, the adult people are wrapping up their plans at their pace, respecting the other people's interests. When the foreigner buys a place here in Belarus, it's a non-subsidized utility tariff, and monthly utilities go up, of course. They also go up if the meters were not installed in the place, and that is the case for the water and the gas services, which are the ones that are not subsidized for the foreigners. So these things go more expensive, especially with the heating season, which is right now. And of course, there's a higher bill. So the higher bill came up on the 10th of November, and on the 13th I met the ex-owner to get the keys and settle down the payments for the utilities. The funny fact is that the realtor who was curating this or supervising this deal from the seller's side, we did not opt for one, definitely told the ex-owner that the bills would be higher. So the more she occupies the place, the more expensive it gets for her long term. But apparently they also worked out the way for not to do this, because outstanding bill was 40 rubles roughly. And that's the amount roughly equal to the unsubsidized amount. Let's say the amount by which the new bill is higher than the old bill when the old owner was registered in the flat. And when I came up to accept the keys, there was no realtor, and on the phone, just like this ex-owner lady in person told me that, oh, I paid for the last month more than I'm usually paying, so these 10 days I'm not paying for. Well, as a local with some intuition about this, I kind of felt this may be a wrinkle. It was voiced that the monthly fee will be broken down into days, and whatever days are used in November will be paid for during the deal. But it was not specifically written down, and the damage of 40 rubles, let's say, my timing, my effort costs a little bit more than that, so I'm covering that out of my pocket just to not deal with the unpleasant people. The very unpleasant people I'm gonna deal with, because you know from my previous videos, and guys who dealt with me know that I like dealing with unpleasant people pretty much, that the real estate agency and their representative seems to be evaluating their reputation, their expertise in about this much, 40 rubles. So the lady whose friend was the ex-owner, and she's the realtor that supervised the deal, said that, well, yeah, she kind of paid above the average, so why not? And the top argument of the ex-owner was, like, guys, you weren't pressing to vacate the place on the 1st, So I'm out on the 13th, although I checked the messaging history, and on the 25th of October I said, well, are we checking out this week or next week? She had some trouble with the floor at the next place. And so we said, no, we're not in a rush, assuming that the deal arrangement would be playing, but it did not. So be careful, and once you hand over the money, like $30,000 or whatever, to the other party, there will not be handshakes, smiles, kisses. I mean, there are some pleasant people. I've seen pretty successful, nice deals where people shook hands and stayed in touch after a while to resolve some utility things, questions like where does this get wrong, where do we call here and there. And in this case, I'm not going to be in touch with that lady for sure. The second thing is considerably more optimistic. We're looking for our tenants. We seem to have two views. I published the ad yesterday. That's Chinese guys. And based on the experience that I gained in Minsk for renting places out, it's going to be an exciting little challenge. The place comes unfurnished, as you've seen in the clip. So the gadgets would have to be thrown in, purchased and installed, and probably would have to upgrade the electrics in the kitchen, because there are a lot of extenders which are looping on the floor, unnecessarily uncomfortable. And it's a 6 square meter kitchen. So it's going to be an interesting challenge that I will gladly cover on the video. Well, this was about it. The gas meter is going to be installed in early December, and that's, by the way, $100 thing. And that would be it. That would be the final touch to the apartment, which will already have all the necessary equipment like modern fridge and washing machine installed and plugged in. We'll think about the kitchen furniture, what these Chinese student folks will tell me, and we will act and prep accordingly and contract and write down everything on the paper. Thank you for watching. I hope the next update will be coming soon. That's the headlines digest, the situation update of how it is here in Belarus. Thank you for donating. Thank you for your likes, your dislikes, your comments. See you later. Cheers.